So we got a few more minutes to get that going, and this one is up and running.
Yeah.
So we enable the Instagram on this one, and boom, we should be live on that one too. One moment. Do we have a fire icon? No, we're just gonna make that a regular standard Instagram live. No filters. Hello everyone. It is 8 o'clock, so we open with our show. Our Father, who art in heaven, holy, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from every evil, O Lord. For the kingdom and the power and the glory are yours. Hello, this is Stan. Email E.CELi Stanley. So we are entering a virtual Garden of Eden. The idea of the show is we open the circle by entering the east gate. The east gate would be on the east side, and we are at the entrance gate, as according to Genesis, the Garden of Eden and the entrance gate. This is at the east gate, and to enter it, we have to be pure in spirit. Our soul spirit is pure, sin-free, and have a relationship with the Holy Creator. All right, so our situation as residents of the United States of America, we have to abide by the law of the land, which is the Constitution of the United States. But of course, we have to proclaim our loyalty to the American flag, which is the Star-Spangled National Anthem 1.0, and we concatenate and combine them both as a new rendition of the preamble of the U.S. Constitution and the Star-Spangled Banner, and we call it Star-Spangled Preamble. It's National Anthem 2.0, and we chant because chanting is our indigenous way of expressing our loyalty and dedication to this great nation of ours, the United States of America. And of course, we invented the online internet technology, and we also welcome the netizens that are on the internet, because USA developed the internet. And it goes like this: we the people love the United States in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, United States of America and the netizens. We would like to say our condolences to the family of Senator Dianne Feinstein, and all of the people she represented here in Northern California, San Francisco area, of course, California, the state of California. Amazingly, Dianne Feinstein was at the beginning of the LGBTQT. In 1978, Harvey Milk and Moscone were assassinated, and so the violence against LGBTQT was pretty bad. And Dianne Feinstein was instrumental in defending the LGBTQT, and she's been in Congress for a very long time, senator. And so she's 1933 to 2023, 90 years old. Anyways, rest in peace. And so we wanted to cover that, and of course, present, past. That was a present, but we talk about the past, the present, and the future. And we talked about Dianne Feinstein's past, November 1978. Moscone and Harvey Milk. That was a past that was a tragic situation in California, San Francisco. But now, 2023, it's a different world. Brooklyn, New York, a lot of rain going on. And then the UAW, the strike with the United Auto Workers. Again, SAG-AFTRA union strikes. The Writers Guild has been talking to the studio, so they're settling that. But I am a SAG-AFTRA, and I'm just, like I said, blogging this situation, because I live here locally in Stanislaus County, Modesto, California, and I'm interested only in educating people about open tuning guitar And then I met other guitar players here. And early this month, September, we lost a guitar player named, his name is Kid Guitar. His real name is Kevin Miranda, like as in Miranda rights. But Kevin Miranda, Kid Guitar, rest in peace also. Um, I don't know if they've already accumulated enough funds to make a statue of him, but it's Chris Ritchie and Chris Murphy are working that and looking for the GoFundMe situation. You can check out that GoFundMe situation. But another thing is the Mama's voting. Mama uh, Music Awards Modesto area. They have a website that you can vote by October 17th. Unfortunately, the visual arts music video category is not part of the Mamas. So I've been interacting with other nonprofit group, especially the Central Valley Film Project, that they have some award shows for all their visual artists, storytellers, and so those are the things that are currently here in San Antonio. That's kind of what I'm doing. But I also been songwriting and observing, monitoring what's going on in Lahaina, Maui. For those of you that don't know, I I originated from. I mean, I grew up in the city of Mountain View in Stockton, California, and my family's Stockton and Mountain View, California, and then Sunnyvale. But we also spent time in Lahaina. My godfather spent time in Lahaina because Lahaina was once a before airplane commute. There was boats, boats that traveled to Lahaina, and then from Lahaina to Stockton. A lot of the Sakada, uh, basically farm laborers, But for centuries, Lahaina has always been a hub for sailors, indigenous sailors, even way before the Hawaiian Kingdom. Before Hawaiian Kingdom, it was called Maharlika, where it was clusters of chiefs running different islands, and even Captain Cook called it Sandwich Island. But way before King Kamehameha, it was run by a chief named e.CELi, and his relatives. They go all the way back to the Philippines, which was called Maharlika, and other names of the indigenous, and biblically it's called Lemuria, Mu, Ophir. So that's about my message. Is just basically local guitar players. And again, early this month we lost Kid Guitar. His real name is Kevin Miranda, like me. I'm Email Stanley. My real name is Emiliano Zapata. I am USA Emiliano. Okay? Viva Zapata, Viva Emiliano. That is my real name, Emiliano. Alright? So, Viva USA Emiliano Zapata. Alright? So, I have other alias, other Facebooks. My dad's name, Gabriel Camaro. I use Camaro. So, Ophir Camaro Breeze is from that. The Breeze is a indigenous name, which is a descendant of the guy that killed Magellan and Santander, Cebu. And then e.CELi, that's my American Italian name. What else can I say? I think I'm gonna At this point, I'm gonna take a stab version 2 of so I'm gonna put this there. Meli for Maui. All right, I'm gonna do the second version of Lahaina, a song that I wrote on August 11th. Just the feel of Lahaina, what was devastatingly happened in Emiliano Zapata's birthday, and I had to author a song called Lahaina Blues, Spiritual Soulmate Suicide. Lahaina Burning. Revision 2. Original poetry music. Copyright 2023, September 11th to present. e.CELi Rights Reserved. Project name Lahaina Burning. Title Spiritual Soulmate Suicide. It's similar to the fourth album, song title She Will Have to Come to Me, which I published a while back with a video of Shailene Woodley's activism regarding plastics in the ocean. She will have to come to me. That's how the fourth album goes. She'll have to come to me on the fourth album. But this particular song, because August 8th was Emiliano Zapata's birthday. Lahaina, then 33 years ago. Lahaina, then 33 years ago. I could have loved you. I could have loved you always and forever. Lahaina, I could have loved you. Always and forever. Lahaina, oh Lahaina. I could have loved you always and forever. I could have loved you. Spiritual soulmate suicide. Soaring with our children. Son of freedom. Tears fell from my eyes. Lahaina now. Since August 8th, I still love you. Always and forever. My reborn then. My reborn. First scripture, John 3. Spiritual soulmate suicide. Letting go you. Spirit, soul, spirit. "33 years ago, Yahushua, Jesus, was 33 years old when they crucified him. So I believe my walk with him is truly alive. Alive as in risen. Oh, Lahaina, Lahaina, I could have loved you always and forever, always. Lahaina, oh, Lahaina, always and forever, always and forever, Lahaina. Still, things have to be done. Rebuild, rebuild, Lahaina. All right. Again, it's original poetry music. Still working on it. But that's the idea of songwriting and storytelling. And that was revision 0.2 or 0.02. And we'll have more versions of that as we follow and monitor what's going on there in Maui, Lahaina. There's two people that I observed, well, aside from Jason Momoa's post, Pride of Gypsies, and the Surf for Hawaii post. So they keep us posted on what's going on in Lahaina. And there's two victims of the fire that I observed and monitored, or actually three. So I get filled in on their point of view, what they're going through. I always say what helped me was have a relationship with Jesus, others, and yourself. You know, a relationship with joy. That's how I overcame the pain in the heart, the broken heart. And time has elapsed, and my broken heart is a reborn, a new heart, a new soul spirit. Yes, I've been looking for, Stanley boy, oh, where have you been? Stanley boy, Where have you been, charming Stanley? I have been to seek a wife for a partner of my life. Oh, she's a young thing and cannot leave her mother. Well, she's 18. That's an important thing. The girl has to be an adult, over 21, possible. But 23 is the ideal age for a female woman. At that age, 23 to 25, she should be ready, bearing children, and have a responsible career. If not, and if she's still with her mother, I don't know, you're gonna have to take care of her. But me, I enjoy my single for Christ. You know, my life as a single for Christ, and I practice the relationship uh, and pursuing joy. You know, Jesus, others, and yourself. I love it. I enjoy my life. I mean, you know, I only, like I said, interact with people in the field that I'm in. You know, I like to play guitar. I like to educate people on open tuning, not necessarily the standard tuning. Although I am a standards body at EEE.org member, I I like to solve problems. That's what engineers are all about. We solve problems. And in the visual arts, it's important for Imagineer to know what an illusion is, what is imagery, Imagineers, creating, you know, an animated, like someone created an animated mouse. And guess who? Walt Disney. And guess what? They're multi-billion dollar organization just from a concept of a animated visual art moving mouse. And of course, our local, born and grown here, George Lucas, he also visual arts. He embedded, you know, lightsaber, embedded these futuristic gadgets in his visual arts, in his storytelling. So that's why I kind of like, I'm a little, you know, confused about the music area, Modesto area, music awards Modesto area, where a category of music video is missing. Because visual arts is really like an advertising, you know. You see like 30 seconds, 60-second visual arts ads, and that's what most musicians need. And local musicians, their visual arts ads, you know, their music video ads to showcase their, not just their singing talent and their performing talent, but their merchandise, you know, like a cowboy hat, you know, these bandanas. These are all merchandise. Well, you know, they're gonna say, "Who's Stan?" You know, yeah, Stan wore this bandana. You know, it's merchandise. You know, so Friday Reds is just a video blog that I attempt to communicate to my fellow local singer songwriters and storytellers here. But high percentage of them, they don't listen. You know, they have to listen, man. Well, Micah started listening. I just see some progress. Dan Belliard, I don't know, man. If you don't listen to me, Dan, that's your thing. But I'll always uplift your music, uplift your character as a singer songwriter, storyteller. And same thing with Micah, visual artist. Any one of you make any music video or advertising, Micah Vincent can create that visual art for you. You know, he can make, he can draw, illustrate. You know, but usually he's selfish. He just illustrates for himself. But if he starts helping others, other musicians, Micah will be a good service in visual arts for you. Another person is Sarah Wanti. She is also good in visual arts, in illustration as well as photography, or like I said, but you know, she's a mother of two now, and just so she's tied up with a lot of responsibility. But when she has partners that don't listen to her, then she can't move forward. But the gal is gifted, and so is Michael Vance. That people have gifted hands, Um, the best that I can do in my illustration, I did look, I just did this face of an imaginary girl. It's just imagination. It's my imagination. It's not particularly right, but I do okay. And then I put dialogue in that, and that's what the actress is gonna say. It's a visual art, concept art, or a storyboard. I mean, that's just one angle, straight out face, headshot. That's what it's called. But then you have full body frame and camera angle, point of view at the back, the front, the rear, side. Those are all point of view on a storyboard. So that's all I can do is promote the first guys I met after our great friend karaoke family Stephen Jones passed October 1st, 2017. So that would be like his 6-year anniversary on this October 1st. Rest in peace, Stephen Jones. So as you can see, the key guys that I still hang out is Michael Corthell, alias Coach Muggsy. Coach Muggsy is Michael Corthell. Just like Kid Guitar is Kevin Miranda, right? And there are just people in Modesto, they just don't get it, that people have aliases. It's the way it is. You gotta have an alias, so if you don't have one yet, make one. All right. Aliasing is a computer science technology. Aliasing. If you look at computer science and look at aliasing, it'll tell you that a memory location can be aliased with another memory location. All right. So don't be stupid. All right. There are those people that just don't get it when a person has aliases. Computer science has aliases too. All right. So don't be an idiot. Don't be the dumb shit. Stupid. Okay. But rest in peace to Kevin Miranda, alias Kid Guitar. And I forgot the black girl's name that also passed. And it's like I said, there were so many people that recognized Kid Guitar, but nobody really wanted or really want to help him while he was alive. Some did, but not properly. But while these guys are alive, Dan Valuran, Michael Van Zandt, Chad McDonald, Sarah Wanty, Coach Michael Cortell, Muggsy. Now I see Joseph Moore, 1984, Jamie Artner, Nerdy. So there are many new people that been on. So my open tuning guitar is, if you can do open tuning, you are a member of the American Pharaohs Graffiti Guitar Players. Okay? That's it. If you know how to do slack key, open tuning guitar, you are part of the American Pharaohs Guitar Players. We're not the car club, like the Impala's car club and the American Pharaohs car club. No, we're not the car club. We're a guitar. Open tuning guitar. Guitar is in bass, ukulele, general guitar, standard guitar. Open tuning. Slack Q. You are officially an American Pharaoh's graffiti guitar player. Of course, there's hierarchy, seniority. I being the root, Michael and Sarah, and then Chad and Dan Valiorant, and then Stevie Vasquez, and so on, right? So that's how I met people in that order. Maybe Steve Vasquez before Micah because I met Stevie Vasquez at Run Around Sue Midways. He was he played the guitar during karaoke. That's where I met him first, and then I met Micah and Sarah with Stephen Jones. So I think Steve Vasquez is precedence before Micah and Sarah. But yeah, he's now in the band Aware, and he's doing okay. Those are fine. But when I first met Steve Vasquez, he has a song called Shape Shifter, and I said, "Man, you're I like that song." Yeah, Micah, I just like his hand. He's a great singer and everything. Covering Prince, covering David Bowie, covering Tom Petty. It's all I can say is Micah has great. He's all around, but his focus is, I think, his illustration, his artwork is really utilize his services. Have him concept art your merchandise. Um, then later on, I met Josh Rosenblum. I met Tracy. I met Jesse Tracy. I met, well, of course, the Borrowed Time family. Um, and then I met other people. But I think the latest that I met is Tallulah. Tallulah, because she has a name that reminds me of Cholula, the greatest pyramid in Mexico and the world. Tallulah, Cholula. Yeah, recently there was just recent people that I met like David Cutler and Rich. But yeah, Horizon Point, Koala, and Golden Boys. I've met them back in 2017. Taya Overstreet or Taya Noel. I met her again 2017. Um, all I can say is keep on songwriting, keep on storytelling, and have that relationship with joy. Enjoy your relationship. Enjoy your being single, and if you have a partner, men are like grass, women are like flowers. They fade, but God, Yahushua Jesus, is everlasting. So I am always joy. I always have joy. You know, I I know that when a beautiful flower touched my heart, I know that it's not permanent. There's so many beautiful flowers, and then there are good friends or good guys that they disappear. They're like grass. It's like when you need help. Hey man, I need help for gas money. Now, hey, I need help. My thing got stuck. Can you help out? But you know who's reliable as a friend in locally in Modesto is Michael Corthel, Coach Muggsy. I needed his help. He's there. Again, props to the guy. He's older man than me, but he knows how to help people, and so um, there are good people here in Modesto. But then there's people that you think they're okay, but they suddenly stab you in the back. sadly shit talk. You know, they censor you. Shit talk censor you. They just demonstrated it today. There was, I mean, just my posts alone on the artist and music Facebook group. Surprisingly, I'm glad I have no relationship with them. But, we all know each other, friends and friends. My belief is always to love the person you see and claim to love joy because it's you who you see first. You know, it's your own sibling, your own person you meet, friend, visually. That's who you should love first. And then love the invisible Holy Spirit. That's what the Holy Spirit wants, is you to love your brother and siblings and fellow man, your neighbor, the person you see. That's what the Holy Spirit's command is. The Great Spirit. All right. I keep stressing that out because it's important about relationship and long-term relationship. And so if people that I see and maybe have offended me or maybe I blocked, you know, I forgive all of you. It's just I don't know if I'm going to unblock you or not. All I know is you did your thing. You demonstrated your horns. That's your horns. And I only like joy, you know. What gives me joy? That's it. But if you're the guy or girl that puts two horns and make me a bad guy, I don't want to get provoked. All I want is peace, love, charity, and unity. That's all. So, I continue to observe and report what I see here in Stanislaus County while I'm standing by and taking care of my elderly mom. I could have abandoned my elderly mom a long time ago, but I love my mom. I mean, I'm sure you should honor your parents. For those of you that still have living parents, go hug them and tell them you love them. Honor your parents, honor your father and your mother, regardless of their sins of the past. Keep forgiving them. Guide them to God. Guide them to joy. I don't know, just like I said, I like westerns, like good character, good men, like Audie Murphy, or Gunsmoke, Matt Dillon, Justice, um, good characters. I like those good, valued, classic films. Films that are for the people, by the people, we the people. And so that's all I do is find interesting stories. And the reason why I'm still pursuing this industry in storytelling is I have to really tell what has happened to us. Alta California, Philippines, Mexico, the Indios that were scattered, captives and scattered throughout the New Spain Empire, which is the greater Mexico. And the relationship between Philippines and Mexico, and then the Delano strike with Lariat Leong, Philip Cruz, Dolores Huerta, and the Texas guy named Cesar Chavez. That is our true American history of Indios, indigenous people. What happens is they've been naming Latinx, and then they try to not cover the indigenous portion of, you know, Filipinos and Mexicans. They just try to wash it out. But no, not me, because the Mayans, the Olmecs, before Mexico City was called Mexico City, it was called Tenochtitlan. There is a connection between the Malaysians and the Mayans and Malaysians. Malay and which are Austronesians, which is the Pacific Kingdom. So there's a lot of research in that, but they don't want, you know, Latinx. What does that mean when you're only represented by white Spanish speaking actors? You know, the lead roles are all white, and there's a few Chicanos that are saying, look, you got to include or increase the brown actors, leading men. And so I'm calling 10,000 Indios the mini Honey type, Manuel Padilla Jr. types. The Manuel Padilla Jr., look up actor Manuel Padilla Jr. I've always put that as a Facebook group that we need more American actors that are the same as Manuel Padilla Jr. And so there's a lot of Filipino Americans and Chicano Americans, but they always pick the tall guy, you know, a tall, over 5'6", over 5'7" and up. They never cast, or they never cast the 5'6" Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez height. You know, they always in fashion or whatever. It has to be 5'7". Why can't it be 5? You know, tattoo. 5-footers. Tattoo was even less than that. In that classic Final Fantasy. All right, so I think that's about it for my Friday Reds. I've done my speech again. Rest in peace to Dianne Feinstein, and condolences to her family. And then rest in peace again to Kid Guitar, who is Kevin Miranda. And October 1st, 2017 was when our good buddy Stephen Jones passed. So it's about 6 years now. So rest in peace, in memory. So October 1st, Sunday, I'll be at the Secret Garden, the restaurant, formerly Ridgeway. I will be celebrating there at the garden, because that's where we originally hung out. American Pharaoh's graffiti karaoke family. That was the original hangout. So, in memory of Stephen Jones, October 1st, 2023, we'll see you at the Secret Garden evening. After, if it doesn't rain, I'll have my lessons in stunt arts and set safety lessons under a acorn tree, oak tree, which also stands for a council tree. Usually a giant tree that has a shade, and that's our tradition, our ancient tradition. And I want to teach the safety in a set, in a shoot location, as well as set safety in the stunts. Be basic 5 strikes and 5 blocks. These are the standard strikes and blocks of a martial arts called Arnis, modern Arnis. It's an indigenous martial arts established and founded during the time of the Mission Indians, where all these Indians were disarmed and wore the peasant uniform that Emiliano Zapata wore, the white peasant uniform. And during the missions, the California Mission Indians, or Alta California Filipinas Mission Indios. All right. We have 10 more minutes to go. So check out my Instagram messages and post messages. And for those that are not into the performing arts or interested in front of the camera, please donate to our projects locally here, our storytelling projects, because our stories need to be told. I mean, one story is Ripon, the city of Ripon. The original name of that city is called Stanislaus City. See, people change history, so they want to forget that this county was named after the indigenous chief Kukunach, and he converted Catholic in Mission San Jose and took the name of a saint from Poland, Saint Stanislaus. And Saint Stanislaus, the churches are built in the name of Saint Stanislaus, the Catholic churches here. But the county is named after the Indian chief, Kukunach, of the Yokuts, Yokutek, Yoktan nations. Or Yokuts, Yokutek, Yoktan nation. So please, 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 please support and sponsor our projects. Send us any kind of money order because we need. Hey, what's up? Bright Path. Support our storytelling projects here in Stanislaus County, because we got to tell our story. What happened here in this indigenous land we call today as Stanislaus County, or the Big Valley, or Stockton. And TV shows have been made about here, the Big Valley with the Barclays, and also the movie American Graffiti. And of course, George Lucas is born and grown here and developed the American Graffiti story, and from there he made the Star Wars. So visual arts is important. Embed your illustration, your concept art in your visual art, whether it be a music video or advertising, and hire an excellent artist named Michael Van Zandt to do your concept art. I know there's the art group here that I'm still interacting, Jan or Jimmy Christensen, or I think Christensen. Well, you could find him in Modesto View. I have yet to meet him in person. Got Central Valley Film Project. They really need an art department. It's part of visual arts. It's part of filmmaking. When you write a story, you have to have a concept artist. No buts, no ifs. Even when you write a book, you need a book design cover. It's important to have visual arts. I'm sorry to say, it's social media. Everything is on the video. There's illustration and memes, and if you don't have visual arts in your audio only, then you're just an audio only. I could have loved you always and forever. I could have loved you. We talk about the past, the present, future. Of course, we have to enter the circle, the entrance into the spirit, virtual Garden of Eden. It's virtually, and we log in, and then we have a log out. Unless I just climb the stairway to heaven and just meet Yahweh. The important thing is spreading the gospel, spreading the good, and make people alert that there are bad people. There are people that just love Satan. I don't blame them. They make their choices. You have every right to choose what you want. Your free will. That's what the power of humans are. But when it comes to the afterlife time, you better know where you're going. This fire on Kukanach, it's tongues of fire. It's a different type of fire, and it's in Scripture. It's in the Book of Acts. Tongues of fire, tongues of like fire. Tongues of like fire. All right. Okay, thank you very much, Bright Path and Aaron Davis Film Project, Central Valley Film Project. Yes, I will do some stunt lessons and set safety lessons under the acorn tree or oak tree. First location is in Ceres, California, right behind AutoZone, near Starbucks and Pizza, right there by Gallo G3. That tree, and there's a bench. There's after that, if depending on my siblings taking over my elderly mom, scenic park. There's oak tree there, and of course, I don't know if Queen Bean is open on Sundays, but they have a oak tree there. The idea is to have a gathering of people that have the same interests as I am, because I'm trying to tell the story of indigenous Modesto Indians, the Digger Indians, the Indians here in Modesto. The Yokuts who converted and became mission Indians, and they've been scattered throughout the Mexican Empire or New Spain Empire as the servants of all the churches. His mother Mary, Virgen de Guadalupe, said, spread the gospel, build churches. From Tepeyac Hill, Mexico City. It was an operation 1540 with Juan Diego to spread the Catholic Church or the Christian Church throughout Alta California, Filipinas, Mexico. All right. So all the captives that the Mexican Empire caught, they all became servants and labored, wore the white peasant uniform. Emiliano Zapata, USA Emiliano Zapata. He was born August 8th, and the Lahaina fire happened August 8th. And I cried at the banyan tree a long time ago in Lahaina. So they call me Emiliano Zapata, the USA Emiliano. Viva Emiliano. Thank you very much. I shall upload this on YouTube, but it'll also be available for rewind and replay in a few minutes. So thank you for watching, and see you next time, next Friday. So we got a few more minutes to get